Here with men's soccer coach Pete Watkins. Coach, a tough loss to Simpson on Monday, a 3-0 loss, but you got to see some players that maybe haven't seen a lot of playing time get into the game. From your perspective, what did you take away from Monday's game?
Yeah, we certainly didn't like the scoreline, obviously, and giving up the third goal late. We pushed some numbers forward trying to get a goal. So, but I think you're exactly right that we got a lot of guys on the park that haven't played much, particularly against that level of opponent. And frankly, it was a MIAC game that didn't count in the MIAC standings, really. I mean, Simpson's a very good team. The Iowa Conference is a very strong league. So we really got a chance to get some guys, particularly younger players, on the field playing important minutes against a team that's just like anybody in our league. So, that's why they're on our schedule, and they brought a great level of intensity to the game. And first half was very good for us. Second half we didn't take our chances, and they did. And you got to go credit to them for that.
We talk a lot about that, about creating chances, and then really not only creating them, but then capitalizing on them. And you look at yesterday's game. You guys had 7 shots on goal. Weren't able to come away with a score. They have 10 shots on goal and get the 3. Talk a little bit about that from a coaching standpoint in terms of you talk to your players about creating those chances, but how do you make sure that you convert on some of those chances?
Yeah, I think we did settle for kind of shooting from distance last night. We had a couple opportunities where maybe one more pass would have brought a better chance. All of their goals came within the 6-yard box. I mean, it was literally dealing well with the surface and the conditions. It was pretty slick and all that, and they adapted to it better than we did. So we'd like to see our guys, at different times in the game, maybe make one more pass, maybe look to take on one more defender, just to create a little more high percentage opportunity. And certainly on a night like last night with rebounds and those types of things, you're more likely to get stuff to happen there. But it's part of the learning process, and particularly in the forward roles, we played all young players, first and second year guys last night. So I think they got, I call them pork chop eyes. They got pretty excited around the goal. Maybe probably could have had one more pass and had a better chance. But it's part of the learning process, and we either lose or we learn. So.
Busy week continues this week. On Thursday, you go to St. Bonifacius to take on Crown, and then you've got St. Thomas here on Saturday. Let's break those two down, starting with Crown. Kind of an oddity in the schedule in that you've got 2 non-conference games here, really in the heat of the conference schedule. Talk a little bit about Crown and what we should expect there.
Yeah, we're playing under the lights. It's a neat atmosphere. We played up there a couple years ago and really enjoyed the atmosphere that you play in there. Be really similar situation, I think, to Monday, where we can play a lot of guys, we can experiment a little bit. We certainly have some older guys that value the rest, and then we'll probably get that. So, we've got some guys now, they've seen a couple non-conference games. Here's a chance to really prove something and go out there and show to the coaching staff that if I take care of business on Thursday, I can go out and contribute on Saturday. So for the Crown match, that's really what we're looking for, is guys to step up and kind of embrace that challenge.
And now let's talk about the biggest challenge of the week, and that'll be St. Thomas on Saturday. You're still right in the heat of the conference race, and points are always important. Talk a little bit about the Tommies, because right now they are the cream of the crop in the MIC.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at their record and you look at the way they've been playing, and that kind of speaks for itself. So they're always a very talented team. We like the fact we're playing at home. It'll be under the lights. We've put forth some good efforts under the lights against MIAC teams, and we're going to need it certainly on Saturday. The flip side of it for them is they're looking to obviously insulate themselves in terms of hosting and for being the #1 seed and that type of stuff. So we've had some pretty definitely testy games with them lately. I think our match last year certainly left a bad taste in everybody's mouth, I think. So I think that for both sets of teams, I expect nothing but a great MIAC test, and that's what makes it such a good conference.
7 o'clock on Thursday, you head to St. Bonifacius for a non-conference game. Back here, 6 o'clock Saturday night against St. Thomas. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.